camera foggy. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me wipe that camera. Let me wipe that camera. Wipe that camera. Let's see. Okay, that looks a lot damn better. Hello. Welcome back to another live stream. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yes, I'm still wearing the same damn Christmas sweater. I just put it on for you guys. I don't give a damn if I've been wearing it for 3 days in a row. It's Christmas. It's Christmas, damn it. And yeah, my voice, not so good. I'm taking lots of, honey, cheese, all kinds of stuff from my voice right now. But it's still there. It's still strong. Let's gobble down this this tea. I mean, not this tea. I have tea right here too, but this coffee. Woof. Wait when we get some people in here. We'll start, talking about some stuff. But for now, I'll just probably gobble down this coffee. Gobble, gobble. It's not Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. The best Christmas. I'll just drink this fast. Wow, that's some good coffee. And guess what? Everyone that's going to scream out there, oh, why aren't you drinking American coffee? I'm sure there might be some American coffees out there. I'm not 100% sure. But this is Turkish coffee. All right, that's done with. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another live stream, everybody. Hope whoever's watching out there has a fantastic Christmas. Got my laptop here. Why no typing? What do you mean typing? Makes no sense. I mean, why no chat? I just went live like a minute ago, sir. How does my voice sound, guys? 1 to 10. My throat is a little bit sore, so I want to know how it sounds. Testing. Hello, brother. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. I had to hop on here for the Christmas live stream. Some people are going to hate it. They're going to say, oh, you got no family, you got no life. I got a lovely family, and I got a lovely life. I just like to stream, and I just like to tell people Merry Christmas. Come on here all happy and joyful because Trump saved Christmas. That's going to piss a lot of Democrats off, but I ain't even trying to piss them off. I hope they have a great, fantastic Christmas and a Happy New Year's, guys. And a Happy New Year's. Everyone spam that like button. It's Christmas Day, for crying out loud. It's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you for hitting that like button, man. Thank you for hitting that like button. Matter of fact, we're going to even have a guest on here. Probably after an hour and a half. We'll have a guest on here. He's getting Trump coin, man. Who's going to send me some Trump coin for Christmas? Who's going to buy me some Trump coin? That would be awesome. I got a tea here. I just went from coffee to tea because this tea will help my throat. I'm not getting sick. It's just from talking so damn much. MAGA power. Merry Christmas. $1 million Trump coin? Who's going to send me $1 million in Trump coin for Christmas? I know one of you people out there will send me $1 million of Trump coin for Christmas. Can I get a hell yeah in chat? Can I get a hell yeah from all the real people in the chat right now? Can I get a hell yeah? A hell yeah? Come on, chat. Let me get a hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hell yeah, chat. Hell yeah. Hey, James Decline. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas, everyone out there that's subscribed and everyone that's new to the channel. We got a lot to talk about, surprisingly, on Christmas. A good amount of news out there. We even got someone that can co-host, but that's not going to be until a little bit later. But, yeah, hold on. I have some interesting news. Merry Christmas, chat. That's what I'm talking about. I have a story. This is the story of Trump. I have some stories to share, some Trump stories to share, and we're also going to be talking about news. Hold on, I got to sneeze, so let me not spill my juice. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, tell your wife I said Merry Christmas. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to pull up this Trump story. This is going to be a Christmas story time because this is going to be the Democrats' favorite story, honestly. It's also a good story in general just to clear up some allegations against Trump. It has nothing to do with Epstein, but you guys are going to like this story. Hey, what's up? I'm good. How are you guys? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. My day is fantastic. Great Christmas. It's going to be even a better New Year's. I have a lot more plans for the rest of the year going into New Year's. But, yeah, so let's tell you the story of Mr. Bone Spurs. Everyone says, Trump, Bone Spurs, Bone Spurs, Bone Spurs. Now, it is true, Mr. Trump does have bone spurs. He was diagnosed by a medical professional for having bone spurs in his feet. That is one of the reasons why he couldn't go to Vietnam. But there's also another reason. There's a better reason why Trump couldn't go to Vietnam, but the Democrats don't want to talk about it because it makes Trump look too intelligent for them. But here, let's look something up. Because I'm wondering, what school did Trump go to? Let's see. I think it was Walton University or something, but I don't want to. Yeah, it was Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania. So the other reason Trump couldn't go to, Vietnam is because he was medically ineligible for, active duty due to his bone spurs. That part is true, but he was also at the time he was in Fordham College in the Wharton School of Business. During this time, he received a student deferment. He had student deferments. You ever knew anyone that was during the Vietnam era that was a doctor or that was going to business school or some kind of college education? They couldn't go to the Vietnam War because they were in college. That was a deferment. If you were in college at the time, that was a deferment from the Vietnam War. So he was not a Dodge drafter. There is multiple reasons why President Trump could not go to that Vietnam War. And let's say he was a Dodge drafter. Would that not be a smart thing to do? Do you want to go to a war like Vietnam? I mean, you should serve your country. You should want to serve your country. But a lot of people looked at Vietnam much different than any other war before. Have you talked about Trump saying he didn't fly on the Epstein plane, but it turns out he flew on 8 times? Hope you're having a great day. Hell yeah. He never said he didn't fly on the Epstein plane. He never said that. He did fly on the Epstein plane. We've known about this for a long time. He just never went to that island. Yup, school mean, no duty. Plenty of politicians fit that bill. No kidding. Why didn't Joe Biden go to Vietnam? Should we look up why did Joe Biden not go to Vietnam? Like, seriously, we can, bone spurs, bone spurs, bone spurs. Is that all you Democrats always say out there is, Mr. Bone Spurs? What about his educational deferment? Ribeye steak, $9.99 a pound. That was actually sirloin steak, but we'll let it pass. What am I doing here? You're watching the most entertaining channel on YouTube. 1 out of 10 rage bait? I'm glad. It's not supposed to be rage bait at all. You ended up watching this because you were scrolling on YouTube and you wanted to find something funny, entertaining, and educational. And you came to the right channel. But guys, President Trump saved Christmas. The prices are lower. Everyone was able to save money this year so they could have a fantastic Christmas. Oh, you're talking about your boyfriend, Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes? Nick Fuentes is gay. He plays gay corn at the end of his streams. All Nick Fuentes supporters are broke as a joke. Okay, they're broke as a joke. They're living at home with mama. But that's neither here nor there. How is Ice the Grinch? Okay, guys, should we put on another background for Christmas? Hey, that's awesome, man. I'm proud of you for making all that damn money, man. Congratulations. Hey, thank you, Joe Sean. I appreciate that. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to agree with everything. Santa is stuck at the Canadian border? No, Santa delivered my presents this year, sir. Santa delivered my presents. Did he deliver your presents? If you didn't get presents this year, it's probably because you're a Democrat. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'll calm down. I'm calm down. All the poor families out there, I love you. And if I knew anyone that didn't get Christmas presents out there this year that wanted them, I would have sent you Christmas presents. Hell. Especially, especially if you got a son, a nephew, or something like that. I know you said you don't want to be an echo chamber, so what happened with you with your unban? Stop banning people who disagree with you. I didn't ban you, James. I didn't ban you, and it's because you were pushing propaganda, man. You were pushing fake Epstein files. I didn't ban you, but I'll unban you today, but don't push any more fake propaganda, brother. Okay? It's fake. If the police says it's fake, the FBI says it's fake, the government says it's fake, if you can't find a source that says it's real other than CNN, then it's fake. Let's just drop it there. Is that fair enough? Is that fair enough? Spanish? I'm not speaking Spanish. This is America. We're speaking English. It is fake. Do you know how many fake Epstein documents there are? I mean, I thought you Trump supporters or you Republicans actually did some research instead of believing CNN. I thought that's what conservatives and libertarians were all about. Not believing the mainstream media lies and doing a little bit of their own research. Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing, man? Merry Christmas again. Merry Christmas. I hope to get you on here maybe in an hour or so, if you're around. I'm not American, so I don't care about Trump or any other parties, but I wish you well and a well Christmas. Dude, you actually seem so chill. I appreciate that, man. I know Cormax is crying, man. I know Cormax is crying. MAGA run on imagination. Why not use your imagination to live an awesome life? Imagination is amazing. Merry Christmas, Trump gang! Let him cry. Yeah, man, let him cry. It's sad that a young man got to cry about Trump on Christmas, but I can't say that I'm surprised. How do bone spurs feel? Probably not the best. I don't know. You have a Mexican accent? I don't think so, brother. I don't think so. Can we get the 25 likes, though, chat? But that was the story. Do you guys want to hear the story again? We told you the story. But, James, if you're still watching, I'll time you out, man. But you got to stop with the propaganda. You got to stop sending fake Trump stories. You're starting to sound like CNN. Okay, I respect your criticisms about, different countries and whatnot, even though I love Israel. But when it comes to upright propaganda that's disproven in seconds, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, go ahead and lift his band. Go ahead and lift his band as Christmas. But if he starts talking about, all the Epstein files are real and all these documents are real and I got proof it's fake. He got no proof it's real. I got proof it's fake and he got no proof it's real. So, how does that make any sense? Banned for life. Banned for life. What about Mexico? What about Mexico? Well, I mean, I can show my proof. You just got to talk about the specific proof you want for what Epstein file. There is zero proof of Trump being a PDF file in those Epstein files. I mean, last night we were going over it left and right. We went over all kinds of stuff. Gulf of America, hell yeah. America, fuck yeah. Can I get a hell yeah in chat? America, fuck yeah. Can I get a hell yeah in chat? If you want to make Mexico great instead, go live in Mexico and make it great, little bro. But if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, I'm here for it. Can I get a Merry Christmas? I mean, if Trump said this land was only made for me, I feel the same damn way. This land was made only for me. I don't care if it's politically incorrect. I don't want these damn people in my damn country. I can't lie. When Trump said that, he sounded like a NASCAR driver. Not that there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with sounding like a NASCAR driver. But, hey, shout out Portugal. What do I think about Nick Fuentes? I think he likes to watch gay corn and make out with Destiny. And that he hates Israel because he has an inferiority complex. FBI employers from the Bureau's New York field office reviewed a document to date have not been released to the public, instructed to review and redact any mentions of Trump. You got evidence of that, sir? You got evidence of that? You just got Trump derangement. Dude, they released a photo of Trump with grown-ass women and blacked out their faces that make you think that they were minors. If that doesn't prove to you that you're being lied to and you're being propagandized, then I don't know what does. If that doesn't prove it to you, then, dude, you just can't do any critical thinking. You just can't do any critical thinking. Because not one shred of evidence, all these letters and all these documents and all this shit, but not one shred a letter of Trump. If they are supposed to remove all mentions of Trump, I guess they failed, because there is mentions of Trump. I mean, one minute you want to tell me they're removing all mentions of Trump. Next minute you tell me there's mentions of Trump in the Epstein files and that he's guilty. I mean, homie, what kind of logic is this? What kind of logic is this? It makes zero sense. Trump is not guilty. Smash that like button. If there's any evidence against Trump, then why would you make anything up about him? Happy birthday, Jesus. That's what I'm talking about. Happy birthday, Jesus. Trump is innocent, man. He saved Christmas, for crying out loud. Trump literally saved Christmas. What do you think about Ben Shapiro? I mean, he seems like a nice guy. I'm not a huge fan of him or anything. I don't really watch his content that much. I don't really believe all his Israel policies. I'm what you call a Zionist. I'm what you call a Zionist. But spam that like button, guys. Saved it from who? The demonic globalists. The globalist demon rats that call themselves Democrats. Man, those 34 fake charges, what about Rudy Giuliani? James, if you're still watching, if everything the media tells you is correct, then why did Rudy Giuliani get charged with 13 felonies and they're all fake felonies and now the government's going to have to pay him restitution for falsely charging him with saying that the election was rigged? The election was rigged in Fulton County. The government just admitted to it. 320,000 votes that were not certified. 320,000 votes that were not certified. They found enough votes in Fulton County to make Trump win. Restitution for Rudy. I used to be one of those guys that said, nah, man, maybe Trump is just bullshitting. Maybe he's just bullshitting about the 2020 election because he's upset that he lost. Maybe he's bullshitting us. And then it turns out I found the evidence this year that turns out that Trump really wasn't lying. 320,000 uncertified votes in Fulton County, Georgia. That's enough votes for Trump to win the entire state of Georgia. Good going. What's wrong with being Jewish? I ain't Jewish. You can't even tell me what goy means. Can't even tell me what goy means. Wait, what does your name say? Luis Valenzuela? That's a weird name, sir. Trump was right about everything. He was right about fucking everything, dude. Listen, I can believe a lot of things. I can believe that Trump cheated on his wife, that he got with a corn star, yada, yada, yada. But do I believe he kid diddled any kids? Fuck no. Fuck no. I mean, anyone with a two pair of eyes can see how this slowly escalated. First, they said Trump raped someone. He has no rape charges. Then they said that, Trump did this and that, cheated on his wife, the corn star, And then now they're saying he's a PDF file. They're just trying to smut his name. They're just trying to smut his name. They don't care about, anything else. They don't want you talking about how fucking good the economy is. That's why I'm here to do that. Over 6 million new jobs created. GDP growth like 4%, 4.5% this year. GDP per capita way up. Everyone's making more money than ever this year. And a lot of you Democrats out there watching have spent the entire year doing absolutely nothing, wasting your time away, and now it's the end of the year. Nothing has changed with you. You haven't made any progress in life. You haven't moved forward on anything that you've been working on whatsoever. All right, I'll bring you on, Dustley. Now, see, when these people get upset and they have Trump derangement syndrome, is there stuff that is being covered up? Yes, I personally do believe stuff is being covered up. I have a pair of eyes. Wake up, America! I got a pair of eyes. Yes, I do think Kash Patel and Pam Bondi are up to no good. The difference is I know Trump's not a PDF file. Because I know a setup when I see one. I have a pair of eyes. All these documents they released about Trump, I've digged into every single one of them. They're all either fake stories, fake letters from prison, fake stories where the women retracted their statements and admitted they were lying for money, or, the list just goes on and on. This is one of the reasons that, maybe they did want to cover up some stuff about Trump, because it's nothing but bullshit and fake information. No charges have ever been made against Trump for rape or anything with minor children, okay? Nothing like that. Nothing. They would have put Trump away if they could have. If he was actually guilty of any of this stuff, if Trump really had photos of minor children, they would have released them a long time ago. They would have released them in 2015. And anyone with a brain knows this. Merry Christmas. Trump is a damn gangster. He doesn't give a flying fuck. All these little people saying, Trump, Trump, Trump. He's a pedo. Fuck no, he ain't a pedo. Trump is a boss. When has the government ever been transparent? When have they ever been 100% transparent, James? Use your brain. Use your brain. We know the government's never been 100% transparent. Has Trump been more transparent than other presidents? Yes or no? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Trump has been more transparent. Comparatively, he's been transparent. But the thing is, you guys don't understand what's really going on. You think it's just a coincidence that Epstein was... You're all talking about Trump. That's exactly what they want your focus on. They want you to talk about Trump, 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 Trump. They want you talking about Trump. They don't want you to notice all the little details about the Epstein files. They don't want you to notice that Epstein was wearing army sweatpants, that he was wearing, what is it called? Secret Service sweatshirts and T-shirts, Israel Mossad sweatshirts. He was wearing all this kind of stuff. You guys don't even think about it. You don't even question it. You're too busy thinking about Trump, 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 because they know Trump derangement syndrome is a mental derangement syndrome, and it's also a method of brainwashing. It is also literally a method of brainwashing. It's a method to brainwash people actively, and it's basically like MK Ultra without the drugs. They figured out how to brainwash people without using the drugs. Yes, CIA sweatshirts, FBI sweatshirts, Army sweatpants, Secret Service T-shirts, all kinds of stuff Epstein was wearing. You never question any of that, do you? You never question why Epstein was invited to the White House 22 times under Bill Clinton. You don't question what's Hillary and Bill Clinton doing hanging out with Epstein far after their presidency. You don't question what Epstein really was up to. That's the problem. You don't question what Epstein was really up to. Once you realize what he was really up to, then you start to understand stuff. Once you realize that Trump's been working with the FBI since the 70s and the 80s to protect him from the mob in New York City, then you realize that he knew what was happening the entire time. And the government's broken up into multiple factions within themselves. The government's infighting. And it's not GOP infighting I'm talking about. It's actual, FBI, CIA infighting. 1,000%. And what was Epstein really up to? I mean, I definitely recommend that you go watch the Alex Jones theory on it, because it really is a good theory video. And it's really the closest thing I've seen to the truth. But honestly, it's really just this simple. He was moving drugs, he was moving money, he was, smuggling women all over the world in Europe. He was working with the United Nations, he was working with the European Union, he was working with the FBI, the CIA, he was working with all these different types of organizations. And every single person that was ever president knew about this kind of stuff. Every single person. It doesn't matter if it was Jimmy Carter before he died when he was 90-something years old. He knew about it. Every president knows about it. They know what's going on. Either they're in on it or they know about it. Those are the only two possibilities. And Trump was one of the ones that literally was, putting this man in prison. You don't snitch on a man twice if you're involved with it. You're not going to snitch on a man if you do a crime with a man. That doesn't make any damn sense. Unless they were threatening to put Trump in prison for life. Unless I see evidence that they were trying to put Trump in prison for life, that's why Trump cooperated with the FBI to put, Epstein away in prison twice, then I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to believe it. Unless I see video or photo evidence that was not photoshopped of Trump doing some heinous shit, then I'm not going to believe it. Where the hell is milk $6? Smash that like button, though. Can we get to 50 likes, fellas? 50 likes. If you have some truthful points you want to make, you can drop a super chat. We got 250 people in here, and I can't get to every single comment, especially when I'm talking and I'm having continuous thoughts about it. But there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah, there is supposedly another 1 million files coming out. Have you guys heard about the 1 million files that are supposedly coming out? Anybody heard about that? Dear liberals, stop worrying. Trump isn't going to jail. He isn't going to jail LGBTQs. He's not going to make slavery illegal or take women's rights. He's not Muslim. Come on, that was a funny joke. That was a funny joke, guys. There's good Muslims out there. You've been unknowingly recruited into running cover for the FBI, who all agree about what I've been talking about. The GES movement with Intel, and laughed it off and said I was crazy. Brother, you would literally have been recruited straight up by the mainstream media. You've been literally recruited straight up by the mainstream media. They don't even gotta use, dude, they don't even gotta use FBI technology to brainwash you, James. All they gotta do is play a CNN clip and you believe that shit. It's that damn simple. When you're repeating all the talking points from an 18-year-old moron, Cormax, then I literally know that you're being brainwashed. If you have the same logic and the same thought patterns as Cormax, dude is 18 years old, lives with 6 other dudes in an apartment that probably smells like balls and wiener, I don't have much to say to you, dude. Like, that's kind of where you're at intelligence-wise. No, I'm writing you off with Cormax. You and Cormax are in the same damn thing. I mean, listen, man, if you're thinking like someone like that, I don't know what to tell you. All the intelligent people I know are not saying, oh, Cormax this, Cormax that. I mean, the legend himself. Here, let me show you something interesting, guys. not to brag or not to show off, but I had a great FaceTime call with someone. And this man right here, he knows that Trump is not in those Epstein files. He knows he's not in those Epstein files. Now his opinion might change, but he knows that he's not in those Epstein files, fellas. Trump is he might be mentioned, he's mentioned in the Epstein files. He knows Trump ain't a PDF file. He knows Trump ain't a PDF file. This is a great man right here. We might not agree on everything. We don't agree on Israel and stuff like that, but man, Trump might be on those files, but he's not a PDF file. All right? That is that. But smash that like button. You guys are being psyoped. Like, this guy used to work at the mainstream media. He used to work for Fox. He's seen all these big news organizations and how they run. They are psyoping you in real time. And you're actually believing that you're free thinking? You ain't free thinking for shit. You're regurgitating information. Oh, here we go. He ain't a valid source because his dad worked at the CIA. Well, you're telling me you're trusting the CIA when they're telling you that it's a psyop. Apparently that's what you told me or some shit like that. And his dad didn't work at the CIA for his whole life. He didn't even know his dad worked at the CIA. Yes, we're serious, bro. Merry Christmas. Smash that like and subscribe button. 100 out of 10 rage bait? Bro, Canada is not better. I was in Canada last Christmas. Man. Gas is $2.99 in Arizona. Good to see. Honestly, Arizona has a problem with their gas because they have to get it from California, unfortunately. He's always been right. Merry Christmas. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, James, you're going to be wrong about this, man. You've been pretty much wrong about all your opinions. The only thing you have been right about is literally the transgenders. That's the only thing you've been right about. Trump, my favorite president ever. We need him in Europe. Yeah, you guys do need him in Europe. Unfortunately, he's ours. Fortunately, he's ours. I've looked at the Epstein files. How do we have a mix in the orange juice? This is an orange juice. This is mango juice. Orange juice shouldn't look like this. If your orange juice looks like that, that means it's fake. Or this could be like Fanta or something. Bro. Rage bait, rage bait. It seems like you're getting, baited into raging on Christmas. That's unfortunate. Hunter is MAGA now. Yeah, Hunter says he's no longer a part of the Democrat Party, which is absolutely hilarious. You can't even vote for Hunter Biden because he's not a Democrat anymore. Probably because he figures he can't run for president. No one's going to vote for him for president. By the way, breaking news. On Christmas Eve, Doge announced it terminated 14 federal contracts worth nearly $200 million in just 2 days. I'll bet you $10,000 that the FBI is concealing LFG. Wait a second. What is LFG? LFG? Epstein files. Hold on. I'm a little bit slow, James. You'll have to tell me what LFG is. This is entirely brilliant satire. We've already talked about the Lake Michigan story. It's 100% fabricated with no evidence, no sources, no charges, no investigations, no charges, no sources, no evidence of literally anything. That's what I'm talking about, James. Look up the Lake Michigan Trump story and tell me how that story is real. What sources, what investigation, what evidence, what anything is real whatsoever. Like, seriously, what is real in that story? Even the FBI, even the people that put the story there, that released it, are letting you know that it was fake. There was never an investigation done, and it was literally a random call-in from some random person in the 2020 election. The Michigan situation was literally someone calling to the FBI around the election in 2020 saying, blah, 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 Trump, Epstein, Michigan Lake. Why would they call in right in the 2020 election, right before the election in 2020, years and years after this incident occurred? This guy was a taxi driver that probably didn't like Trump. I'm still waiting for James's comment. I have no idea what LFG means, what he's talking about there. So please explain, sir. Nick Fuentes was a January 6er. He never got charged. He was calling people to read the comment. And you're always talking about, like, I don't know anything. Last time we talked about war, I had you looking stupid. Just because you know more about the wars in the Middle East doesn't mean anything. You still have not found evidence of a ties between the Middle East wars and, Israel propagating war. You're the one that's looking stupid. Literally, if you look at a history book or if you look online, you're not going to find anything that says that Israel created wars in the Middle East. I mean, I'm sorry you lost your family members and some of your friends in the Middle East, but, I mean, you might want to blame the Muslims that killed them. You have no critical thinking yourself, brother. Literally, you read a history book, you read anything on Google, you read any sources online whatsoever, nothing tells you that Israel created those wars in the Middle East. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, you're regurgitating Nick Fuentes propaganda. You don't have an original thought in your brain. You only regurgitate talking points. You never actually look at the information and make your own thoughts. Trump is awesome. Cost of living is down, sir. Cost of living is down. Did I vote Trump? Of course. I sit here and watch you bumble through these comments, barely knowing how to pronounce them, and you're calling people dumb. Oh, I got you butthurt, I guess. You don't like my pronunciations. Oh, well, brother. Oh, well. You don't have to watch if you don't like it, James. That sounds like a you problem. Of course I support ICE. How is the cost of living down? Some rent prices are down, grocery prices are down, gas prices are down, used car prices are down. Everything is down. Instead of actually pointing me to a fact or towards an article, you constantly ad hominem. Like you constantly ad hominem, and when someone calls you a name back, you start crying like a little bitch and say who's, stop name calling. I've literally seen you do it like 10, 20 times. And when you start getting proven wrong, you say, stop filibustering, bro, stop filibustering. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. It's sad, dude. You shouldn't start screaming, stop filibustering when you lose an argument, dude. That is fucking sad, and that's hilarious. Can't lie. It's straight up hilarious. I love you, too. My Christmas sweater does need more portraits of Trump. That way we can piss off James a little bit more. Some of you guys make me laugh. I wouldn't really call it storm the Capitol when they had the Capitol doors wide open. Give me some examples of AIPAC's influence. I've been asking James this for 2 months and he hasn't given me one either, so I wouldn't blame you if you couldn't give me one. James also told me there was dual citizens in Congress when we first debated, and he got proven wrong. And ever since then, when he's asked about it, he says he doesn't know. Interest rates have been cut twice, working on a third. Electricity is down, gas has been cut in half, food is way down besides beef and coffee. That's fair enough. And by the way, coffee's starting to go down too. We took off the coffee tariffs. Trump 2028, that's what I'm talking about. Overall, nationwide, the nationwide average for electricity and energy is down significantly. Who bless Israel will be blessed. I bless Israel. I bless Israel. Literally, how can you call yourself a Christian and hate on Israel? It talks great things about Israel, not only in the Old Testament, but even in the New Testament. In the New Testament, it talks about Israel as the apple of God's eye. That's what I'm saying, man. A house electricity bill for $100 a month, how is it not getting lower? I don't understand it. It's honestly just more brainwashing and anti-Semitism. It's an easy scapegoat for people that have either traumatic stories in their life, either, they're impoverished because they don't want to work very hard, or there's another third reason sometimes, but it's normally traumatic life stories that they want to blame on someone else, or they're impoverished. That's why people are anti-Israel. Those are the two main reasons that I've been doing my research. I'm like a psychologist because I'm literally out here researching, why people don't like Israel. And it always links back to one of the two things. They, A, can't afford to move out of their mama's home. They don't want to work very hard to do so, so they look for someone else to blame it on. Or they have some kind of traumatic story where they say the Jews did it. I mean, that's what every single person that I ever talked to. And the majority of the time, it's a little bit of both. I mean, I don't know how you can take the side of radical Islam over Judaism when Jesus was Jewish. It just makes no sense to me. I opened my Christmas presents. I mean, it depends on your area. You can find homes for $100,000. Palestinian is not an ethnicity. If Palestinian people do DNA tests, they come back as Lebanese or Syrian or Egyptian. So no, Jesus was not Palestinian because the Palestinian is not an ethnicity. It's not a race. But nice try, brother. Nice try. Where was Jesus born? In Bethlehem. Bethlehem, but he's not a Palestinian. We've been over this. You agreed. You agreed that Palestine is not an ethnicity. Well, some people say Nazareth, some people say all this different stuff, but from what I read in the Bible and I'd done my research, last time it said Bethlehem. Yes, American is not an ethnicity. American is a nationality. Jesus' nationality would have been, like I said, some people say Nazareth, some people say Bethlehem. But last time I did my research, it says Bethlehem. But here, let's check. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is Nazareth. Yeah, Jesus was born in Bethlehem. Is it Nazareth like the region? Or is that also a city? Let's see. Jesus was born in Bethlehem, but his family lived and raised him in Nazareth. That's why. Yes, it's in the West Bank. Well, it's close to the West Bank. But it's not, he's not Palestinian, dude. Like, what kind of crack are you smoking, James? What kind of crack are you smoking? There's no such thing as being Palestinian. We've already been over this. You already conceded to the argument. Literally like a week ago. Do I like eggnog? Yeah, I like eggnog, but I've never drinking, alcoholic eggnog. Let's double check that. Ass crack. Hell no. Witchcraft is demonic, sir. It doesn't matter what skin color Jesus was. He was probably Israeli skin color. It just pisses James off to know that Jesus was an Israeli. That's why he tries to cope at night thinking that he was really Palestinian, even though he already conceded to the fact that Palestinians are not an ethnicity. I mean, you might as well just say Jesus was Lebanese at that point. I'll take that answer over saying he was Palestinian any day, because that might be true. Yes, Israeli skin color. They're like light olive. Some of them are darker brown. Some of them are olive, darker brown. But it doesn't really matter. Who cares what skin color Jesus was? Trump's wig is made in Israel? Yeah, okay, that's kind of funny. I never said AIPAC has no influence. I just asked you to give me an example of AIPAC's influence. And yes, you can criticize Israel, but if you're straight up anti-Semitic like James, who just hates all Jewish people, he doesn't just hate he doesn't hate Israel. I mean, he doesn't just hate the government of Israel. He hates all Jewish people. I've never said he was Palestinian or Israeli, seeing how neither of those places we're talking about existed. Okay, he was Judeo, whatever you want to call him. Whatever you want to call him. The coping is real. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Can you give me evidence of James being anti-Semitic? I'm genuinely curious. Okay, sure. James, tell us what you think about Jewish people. Hey, Merry Christmas, MAGA gang. Much love, Matthew. Appreciate you, my guy. Who even is James? The guy in the comment with the $2 super chats talking about Israel. That's who James is. Just for everyone to know out there. Listen, man, we have our good debates together. You're not a bad guy. You just kind of you just have Trump derangement syndrome. Like, if it wasn't for your Trump derangement syndrome, we could be best buds. Hey, Merry Christmas. Hell no, I don't support Nick Fuentes. We've been over this already. We're Zionists over here. How do I determine if someone's anti-Semitic? If they're not a Zionist, I think they kind of are anti-Semitic. Hey, that is true. That is true, Matthew. That is true. Super chats help pay for future lives. Everyone, spread the love. It's okay to question Trump. It's okay to question Israel. What it's not okay to do, and I don't care if it's Trump, I don't care if it's some other celebrity, I don't care if it's some person in your neighborhood, it's not okay to go around calling people PDF files unless you have evidence of that shit. Like, if you call someone a PDF file in prison and you don't got evidence of it, that shit sounds like a death sentence. I don't know, never been to prison, but if I had to guess, it probably sounds like a death sentence. 19, Trump help end criminalization of LGB. What the hell does that mean? Is there something I'm missing? Hold on. Let me do a quick Google search. Like, see, if I knew what the abbreviation meant, I probably would be able to tell you. You guys are confusing me. Listen, maybe I'm a little bit stupid, but I don't know what LGB is. Oh, LGB, folks. The gay marriage thing was done by Obama, if that's what you're talking about. Hashtag pansexuals for Trump. They say Trump hates gays. They need to stay off CNN. I mean, literally Trump doesn't hate gays. He said it himself. You ever seen that one clip of Trump talking about the gays? He said, "Did you know he was gay?" He says, "Oh, interesting." He said, "Oh, interesting." You gotta watch that clip. That clip is hilarious. But no, Trump doesn't hate gays. Jesus was born in Harlem Kingdom in Rome. No, he wasn't, brother. That's not what the Bible says. That's not what history says. I mean, even people that are saying that, God is fake and, Christianity is fake, they even know Jesus was born in Bethlehem. James, if you're still watching, man, I don't know why you got to get so heated on Christmas. Can't you just laugh stuff off once in a while? That's the problem with a lot of you anti-Trumpers. You can't laugh anything off ever. You can't just have a good old joke and have a fun laugh. Like, come on, my guy. It's literally Christmas, and you're out here, acting like you're enraged, dude. Do you have an anger problem, James? I hope the best for you, brother. Merry Christmas. I love you, even though we disagree, in a neighborly way, though. Not in an LGBTQ way, but if you want to be LGBTQ, I don't care. Praise the Lord. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. I just wish people could laugh stuff off more. Really, that's pretty much it. Why can't we just have a laugh? Laughter is healing, guys. Laughter is healing, especially on Christmas. Enjoy your eggnog by the warm fire. Have a good laugh. My epilepsy medication costs $7,000 a month. Well, sounds like you should get Medicare or some kind of coverage. Merry Christmas, even to the far left. Trump MAGA Christmas. Oh, they said they don't want to have a laugh. They'd rather just be all upset and pissed off and mad. That's unfortunate, man. I hope shit gets better. Merry Christmas. Merry MAGA Xmas, liberals. Yeah, they don't call it Christmas. They like to call it Xmas. Some liberals still got mad at me. I told them Merry Christmas, and they said, "Don't you mean Happy Holidays?" I'm like, "No, I said Merry Christmas." America has gained so much respect this year. It's insane. It really doesn't matter. We should, in life, there's only two types of people. The people that have no respect and get laughed at, and the people that have respect and get hated on. Right now, we have respect and we're getting hated on. So who gives a damn? Trump won and keeps winning. Do you play video games, bro? Nah, I used to play Fortnite though. That's probably my favorite game. I know I'm an unk. I'm an unk. I started playing Fortnite in the first generation. Oh, here we go. Imagine having Trump derangement syndrome on Christmas. Imagine coming on here just typing, Epstein, Epstein. It's Christmas. Holy shit. You people don't chill out. You people do not chill out. Trump is not done, man. If he ran another election today against Kamala, he's winning in a landslide. I remember when Biden shitted himself, not Trump. What did he get wrong, exactly? In Europe, they're always praising Trump and try to follow his leadership. Merry Christmas. Ding, ding, ding. Merry Christmas, sir. That is the truth. Trump has 3 more White House Christmases. Biden still can't speak. It's honestly getting worse. I feel bad, man. I don't even want to talk about Biden anymore. It's funny. The liberals got so sick of us shitting on Biden literally for 4 years. Now they're using the same jokes we used on Biden for 4 years on Trump. Like it's some kind of original, crazy, new kind of joke we never heard before. We called Joe Biden sleepy. Now you're calling Trump sleepy. We called Poopy Pants Biden Poopy Pants. Now you're calling him the Trump. I mean, at least get some original name calling. The Democrats don't got many brain cells. It's hard for them to think of original comebacks and shit talking. I mean, it's mind-boggling. Best health care ever. 2 more weeks. Sounds about right to me. I mean, they're all screaming, oh, what's the Republicans' health care plan? I'm just going to let you wait and see. Because it got passed. If you haven't done your own research into it, then you probably should. I should probably do more research into it. I just know the very basis line of it. But just wait and see. Just wait and see. If it doesn't work out, we can always go back to Obamacare. Shitty-ass, old Obamacare. $800 a month for the middle class Obamacare. Yep, they cheered Charlie Kirk's death too. Literally, that's why the Democrats are losing, because of all these social issues. Firstly, they're cheering for Charlie Kirk's death. They cheered when Tim Pool got his house shot up. They cheered when all these other conservatives lost their life. They cheered when the Brown University leader Republican women that led that Republican conservative group in that university, at Brown University, when she died and got killed in a school shooting, they cheered for that. I mean, they're sickocrats. They cheer when Gavin Newsom says we need more transgender children and to cut off children's penises and that we need to give them more hormones and all this kind of bullshit. I mean, it's crazy. The Affordable Care Act did not make it affordable for the middle class. Maybe if you don't have a job, maybe then it makes it poor. Maybe then it makes it, work. I mean, people say the social issues don't matter. Do the social issues not matter? I don't care if your son or your daughter wants to be gay. Let them be gay, but let them figure it out on their own. I let them figure it out on their own. Don't force them transgender cartoons and gay cartoons down their throats when they're 4 and 5 years old. Don't tell them when they're 4 years old that they're gay or they're trans or they should cut off their wiener. If they come to that age and they want to do that stuff when they're over 18, they can do that surgeries if they want. I'm not going to recommend it, but I can't stop them. They told me at 18. I don't got much to say there, fella. You can think for yourself at that point. He needs some milk. I hate milk, actually. I won't lie, though. On Christmas Eve, I did drink a milkshake. It wasn't the best milkshake, to be honest with you. I don't know what's up with all the milkshakes I'm getting. They're literally like milk with flavoring in them. Hey, James, I don't know why another man is looking at me like that, brother. Another man talking about another man's haircut and how he looks. I don't go that way, James. I don't go that way. How was your Xmas Eve? Really great. Great. It was awesome. Great dinner. Great dinner both days. And I have some great New Year's plans. Maybe I'll talk about them on a further point, but Dem's always judging other men's looks. It's weird. I don't go up to other men in the street and be like, hey, bro, you should change the way you look. That's gay. You can look how you look. If you want to compare partners, your girl versus my girl, we can do that, James. I'm up to do that. Just message me. Because I can look like the greasiest greaseball in the world. I really don't care. It's just for the ladies. It isn't for the men. Plus, I had a long day today. So who cares? But like I said, if you want to compare female partners, we can. Does she live in Canada? Fuck no. I hate Canada. Okay, all my Canadians out there, I don't hate Canadians, okay? I like Canadians. I'm relaxed, man. I'm chilling. I'm drinking my juice. It's Christmas. I think I triggered James, to be honest. He was raging the entire time. James, are you okay, man? Get you a drink. Get you a whiskey, James. Take a breather, man. Take a breather. Dude, once James starts sending me some product for my hair, then we're gonna have a problem, okay? That's kind of proving my point. Euro fake? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I'm the realest one. My voice is so cranky, I can almost make like an RFK impression. Hey, cheers, gringo. Cheers, brother, cheers. 0 out of 10 rage bait. It's not supposed to be rage bait, but if you want to look at it like that, sure. Hold on one second, guys. Let's pull out this one let's pull this background out just for James. He's gonna love this. This is what James has been thinking about for the last 2 days. Can't get his mind off of it. Merry MAGA Christmas. Trump is the GOAT. Oh, more lies. Let's hear them. Merry Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas, man. 2 weeks until what? What's up with all the people spamming 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks? What's up with that, fellas? Why are you spamming 2 weeks over and over again? Oh, not the AI. They love this photo, man. I mean, it's Christmas. I might as well put this photo up while I can. You know what I'm saying? Tracy is also the GOAT. Hell yeah, Trace. That's what I'm talking about, chat. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. It should be good vibes on Christmas. Anyone that's typing angry in the chat, I really question their sanity and I really question if they like their life. 2017 in 2 weeks. I hope I'm not like Zac Efron. I don't want to wake up 17 again. Two weeks to not get anything done. MAGA brought to you by Joe Dirt. Enjoy the $2. You should be shaking the cup on stream. I don't think I need to, brother, but I appreciate it. I hope you're okay, James. You seem really fucking mad. It's honestly hilarious, dude. I'm going to be laughing about this all night. Joe Dirt. I haven't heard that one 100 times before. D, super chat your question and I'll answer. 1000%. All right, juice number 2, fellas. Juice number 2. Got the mango juice. Hey, someone says don't race mix. It's in the Bible. What does everyone think about that? What does everyone think about that? What does James think about that comment? Don't race mix. It's in the Bible. I liked Kirk, man. I don't think he did anything wrong. I mean, the way the radical mind of James probably even goes against Charlie Kirk now. What does James think about Charlie Kirk? And what does James think about race mixing? What does he think about that in the Bible? I don't know if it is in the Bible, to be honest with you. Kirk was an animal? I mean, he was an animal at destroying the liberals in debate. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I guess James is silent. Love is love. Color is no issue. I mean, I that wasn't the question. That was, I mean, thanks for your input, Jason. I never seen any video of Kirk getting destroyed in a debate. If you can show me one, I'd love to see it. Most of the time, liberals say that Kirk got destroyed in a debate is just because they're biased. Like, it doesn't matter if you bring 100 different facts to a debate. If a liberal wants to support a liberal, that's all they're going to do. Was Kirk humbled at Oxford? I would love to see that. I'm going to go check that out. Not probably tomorrow, but smash that like button, guys. Can we get to 70 likes? Hey, James, I didn't see your response. Hold on, let me see your response. I didn't really care for Charlie Kirk, and race mixing your girl is probably a G, like JD Vance, lol, JK. You sure about that, brother? My girl actually has the exact same ethnicity background as myself. That means if we made a kid that it would have the same ethnicity all around. It'd be like 100% pure, man. Your girl is probably a G, or she's from Venezuela. Those are one of the two suspicions that I have. Either a G, or she's Jewish, or she's from Venezuela. Those are one of my suspicions, brother. I got my suspicions. What's your opinion on Greenland? I don't know much about Greenland. I've been to Iceland, though. That's an awesome place. I met one guy from South Korea. He said he's been to 110 countries, and his favorite was Iceland. And I said, damn, I like Iceland, too. Iceland is so tough. And the people you meet in Iceland is crazy. The algorithm gods have screwed me once again. Is it you that keeps coming in the live stream over and over again and saying that? Tom Pepin. It's almost your time. I'll call you in a minute. The views are dropping. Not not Indian or a Jew. Huh. But you didn't say no to that Venezuela thing. My suspicions are rising. My suspicions are rising. That would explain, if your girl was from Venezuela, that would explain why you would be defending Venezuela so much. Even though there's like 2 or 3 Venezuelans that I know that are in the Discord and they all say they want Maduro taken down. Yes, Tom Pepin is going to come on soon. We'll give it less than 5 minutes and he'll come on. Why don't you serve your nation, Marcel? Is it mandatory to serve my nation? How do you feel about ICE attempting to enter elementary schools? Kick those elementary schools down and deport. Oh, here we go. Cormax. Hey, Mr. $40 a month. You can drop a $40 super chat if you want to get unbanned. Why don't you serve your nation? Because there's other things I want to do with my life. I have a bigger life purpose than to die in the military. That's just my own purpose. If you serve the military, I respect you. I thank you for your service, but it was not my calling to go die in the military. It was not my calling. But a lot of people do think everyone has their own calling. Like Trump was a businessman. I'm more entrepreneurial. I have my own life purposes and my own life missions. Is there only one way you can serve your nation? That's a great question. Because I would consider this serving my nation. I would consider this serving my country. Why are you called Euro and travel when you clearly have no experience of either? People actually think I'm in the military because of how much I traveled. The I consider keeping the economy going, serving my country, yeah. I'm spreading the truth. Is that not serving the country? I mean, why don't you go ask everyone else? Why doesn't your girlfriend go serve the country or your wife go serve the country? How about that, James? I've already debated him before he lost. We've debated like 3 times. He lost. Got defeated. I think the mailman is serving the country. I consider the farmers as serving the country. If I did serve the country, though, I would definitely join ICE, the National Guard, or the Coast Guard. Those 3 are the ones I would join. I'm not in the U.S., I'm in England, but I'd serve in the military for a chance to become a U.S. citizen. Funny enough, you can actually do that. Now, I disagree with that, but you can go get a green card, and once you get your green card, you can join the military. I know you like the Navy. You really want to go out one of those warships. Or, you know what? The Navy is number 4. I literally mogged your friend Dustly/Gandalf. He mutes me every time he can't win the debate on the Discord. What happened to free speech? This is a private business, sir. If you want free speech, go scream in the street. Go scream in the street if you want free speech. Obviously, the First Amendment does not apply in private businesses, private internet spaces. Otherwise, there wouldn't be an option to mute or ban or block. They would say the Constitution says you can't mute people or ban people online. It does not say that. I'm a constitutionalist. If you want free speech, you can go have free speech, go scream in the streets. Now, if you want to get unmuted, if you want a permanent unmute for 1 month, $35 super chat. By the way, let me get back to what I was saying. If I had to join one of the 3 branches, I would probably pick Navy because the Navy has the gold Trump battleships. I want to be on one of those gold Trump battleships. That would be pretty cool. Fuck Corman. How do I feel about Trump taking away SNAP benefits and Medicaid? What are you even talking about? You mean for illegal alien immigrants? How the Democrat, the DNC is suing Trump for taking away SNAP benefits and Medicaid from illegal alien immigrants? I think that's fantastic, man. Fuck them. They don't have to pay for free speech. They can go in the street and start screaming their lungs out. And that's free speech. What they can't do is go into someone's private restaurant and start calling them names and not get kicked out. Can't go up to the owner and start calling him names. Hey, Bernie L, Merry Christmas, man. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a great one. Salute, Bernie L. I hope you got that sweatshirt on, man. I hope you got that sweatshirt on. Tom Pepin, you're cracking me up, man. Take care, everybody. Merry Christmas. And have a happy and prosperous New Year to you all. Yeah. Cheers. I got some mango juice right here. Who else likes mango juice? If you love the Communist Party of China, why don't you go live in China? If Trump were a convicted felon, would you still support him? I mean, according to the Democrats, he is a convicted felon. Merry Christ Mass. Bernie L. My ancestors didn't drink mango, so I stay away from it. It's not a part of my heritage. Hey, Merry Christmas, Ziggy. Ziggy lives. Can someone tell me what LFG is? You did break rules, brother, and it literally says one of the rules is that moderator's discretion. Mango juice is awesome, possum. Yeah, he is tripping. Am I right, Matthew? He's tripping out a little bit. Can someone tell me what the hell LFG is? I tried to look on Google for it. Let's fucking go. That's what it means. Okay, yeah, I just remembered that. Well, that's one of the things it means. I guess I'm a boomer. I don't know what LFG means. He was not a good guy. Wasn't he like a socialist or a communist or something? He destroyed the country. Listen, I'm not a historian. If you want historian facts, I'd have to bring on my friend Time. Well, we got a lot planned for the channel. I'm going to wrap this up, and then I'm going to get Eric, Tom Pepin, Dustly on here, and we're going to continue to stream. But what I will say is we're going to have new segments moving forward in 2026. We're going to have a reaction segment. We're going to have a call-in segment where people are going to be calling in left and right. Yeah, we got 2 brand new segments planned for the year. But yeah, I'm going to restart the live stream in probably a minute or 2. I don't see Trump on the news often. AutoPin47, dude, he's on the news every single day. Are you that butthurt that Biden got exposed for being an AutoPin? I mean, are you that butthurt about it? How about this, Cormax? You can talk. You can get Dustly's live reaction when I get him on here in a minute or 2. What's so bad about socialism? Look at every other country in history that's been socialist. Failed societies. Man, this is why you're not even trying to debate. This is one of the reasons you got muted. All you do is try to troll and rage bait. And you're just not as good at it as I am. But guys, slap that like button. Subscribe. Let's get Dustly on here now. Tom Pepin, you in the chats? Give me a go. All right, we're just going to end it. We're going to get him on here. No more than 5 minutes. He watches the anti-Trump news. That's all. Yeah, that's true. You and Cormax can talk one-on-one. He can talk to you in the chat. You can react to him. Let's get you on here now. Peace, fellas. Peace. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes, so join in, everybody. Peace. Join back.